Which one's this? Episode what?
Is this 5?
Sure. Yep, 5.
Wow.
What's the top 10 this week?
Top 10 cult leaders.
Boom.
Boys and girls.
It's going to be a big one.
This is going to be a spicy one. This will be
Huge.
my spiciest one, I think.
Yep.
I might ruffle some feathers.
Whoa.
Piss some people off.
You said you're bringing the heat with this.
Yeah, I really feel like I am.
I'm ready to hear your shit. Mine's pretty basic, TBH.
I tried to go for, not what you'd expect. So, we're getting a little different this week.
Yeah, mine's pretty standard stuff.
It's okay. It's your top 10.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Yeah?
Yep. You starting it off or you want me to start it off?
Go for it.
Or do we rock, paper, scissors?
Ooh, let's rock, paper, scissors. Hold on. Okay, ready? Best 2 out of 3 or just 1 and done?
1 and done.
Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Damn. So does that mean I go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 10. Everybody's going to love this. Very recent one. Still in action. Jeff and Sheila Devine of the Twin Flame Society.
This is also my number 10.
No shit.
So we can really...
That's unbelievable.
We can dive in. Yeah. I gave him a 10 because, honest to God, they don't deserve our attention. But they were effective. So they deserve a spot on the list. But I hate them.
That is a wild one.
Yeah.
And they did it all over Zoom and shit. It's like the first Zoom cult.
Well,
think about that. That's crazy.
Because it wasn't that long ago when they started either.
I want to say did they start during COVID?
Probably.
Or right before COVID?
We don't fact check, so we're just going to go ahead and say yes.
Fact check. Around COVID.
Well, it had to be.
They were thriving during COVID.
And for sure.
No, I think they started 2015.
Okay.
That sounds right.
That feels right.
I don't know.
So that's our fact.
Yep,
yeah.
2015. Twin Flame Society.
And they're still going.
Holy shit.
It's crazy.
They're a religion. They're tax exempt now.
Well, of course. A lot of these probably are tax exempt. Because that's the move of these cults. Oh, yeah. Because a lot of them are somehow some leader is oh, by the way, I'm God. That's such a big theme in these cults.
So then they get tax exempt.
If they claim that they're a church and they file as a church, then yes. So there's a few on my list that are tax exempt. There's a big one that's tax exempt.
I'm excited to hear about it. But the Twin Flames, if you haven't heard about it, they basically convince people to change their gender.
Well, they convince people that
what the fuck?
They
just took advantage of
yes,
people that were in just got done with a big relationship or some shit,
or
just in a vulnerable position,
right? And that's the theme of all these, people who are vulnerable. And for these people in particular, they prey off the idea of we know who your soulmate is. Everyone wants to find love, so there's gonna be more people who are suckered in. But then what gets me is they convince people who they don't know, but they claim their souls know each other, to just get married off the jump.
Why are these people listening to those two? They're such boobs.
I hate
the girls so much.
Sheila,
whatever. She has 3 different names.
Yeah, she changed it 6 times.
That's how you know you're a cult leader.
And his name's Jeff. Just Jeff.
Dude,
that's the best we could do.
Jeff is just such a gross human being.
But see what I'm saying? At some point in their little thing, he's oh, by the way, I'm God. So now we're a church, so we don't have to pay.
Shout out.
So I hate them. Seriously, shout out to you guys, and I hope that everything that you have built crumbles.
I just don't think it is. I think they're just locked tight. They're locked solid.
No, they're not. They won't get to
there was
some
Netflix
of our top 3. Yeah, but that's very COVID. They're not gonna get to we won't remember their names in like
Fair,
years, you know.
Fair enough, I guess.
So anyways, shout out to you guys. I hate you, and what you're doing is terrible.
Yep.
And your names are so dumb. You could have picked anything, and that's what you picked.
Yep. F you guys.
Yeah.
Straight up.
We need like an FU button.
Boom.
So we're going to hit that a lot today.
Yep. Number 9.
You can go ahead.
There's no way I'm going to pronounce this right. Bhagwan Shri Rajneesh from the Rajneesh movement.
Okay.
The Wild Wild Country.
See,
Netflix.
I haven't watched that one yet.
It's wild. They basically just start a combine in Oregon, and they're just a sex cult, and they start going crazy.
Are they a church or no?
I'm sure they got tax exempt or something. It's some crazy shit, like some Hindu shit.
Yeah.
Haven't seen a documentary in a while, so haven't
That's okay.
not super fresh on it. But they did a lot of sexy things, a lot of orgies,
Okay, classic.
a lot of dancing naked, shit like
Classic.
that. Apparently they orchestrated a salmonella bioterror attack. So I guess they just like unleashed a salmonella poisoning that just like fucked up 700 people. So I'm guessing that was in Oregon.
Yeah, probably.
And they would like move in like homeless people to their fucking combine so that they would vote like certain people into legislation in Oregon so that they could get like their laws passed in their certain like jurisdiction. Like it gets crazy what they
Okay,
did.
I need to watch that. I don't understand. Okay, wait. I say that, but I kind of do get it. But to that level, like, I just don't understand how they can convince people to do some. And, like, we're just. Wait till we get to, like, top threes.
Well, Twin Flame, I don't understand. This one seemed fun at first. A lot of them seemed fun at first.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I do get it. Because I'll touch on this on one of mine, but I do feel like.
And a big thing with this one is the big, like, the asshole of the, like, cult was, like, his right-hand lady. She was a psycho. She like, apparently she attempted to assassinate a U.S. attorney. Like, she's crazy.
So they're, like, getting, like, deep in legal stuff. Because some will be like, no, we're cutting off the outside world. It's just us. Interesting.
They went ham. They, like, militarized. They were, like, stockpiling guns and shit. Like,
Interesting.
Wild Wild Country. It's a must watch. Definitely could have been, like, I'd say maybe 2 episodes shorter, but, you know.
Okay.
Netflix. Got to make their nut.
Yeah, I need to watch that one.
Same.
Okay.
We'll rewatch it.
Okay.
It's fire.
My number 9 is pretty cut and dry, pretty standard stuff, but I just felt like, you know, they had to be on the list. And this is Jim Jones of Jonestown.
Okay. He's pretty low.
The Kool-Aid Man. Yeah, just because.
Very low.
I mean, there's no. You're not doing anything unique.
I just don't think you know enough about Jim Jones.
I don't know a ton about Jim Jones, but I know, like, the basics. I do feel like he also, though, if I'm remembering correctly, was someone that tried to get, like, buddy with people, like, politicians and, like, be in the law.
I would think so.
I think I
I think they
remember
all do.
photos of him with, like, politicians. And even, actually, I think one of the people that died in Jonestown was, like, a senator, or there was someone
Had to have
legal.
been.
Yeah. So that's interesting because I forgot about that. But, I mean, obviously it's really fucked what, like, and obviously, even though they're on our top 10, I don't condone what these people did. They just were iconic in their trade. Sorry.
So, like, did he actually make Kool-Aid?
It
Or
was
was
like,
it like fruit punch?
well, I don't know if it was like actually.
Was
the
Kool-Aid
brand-
even around back then?
Yeah, probably. I feel like it's been around
Maybe.
for a bit. But they made like some sort of, I don't know if it was like that exact thing, but it had, I don't know. I feel like it would be.
That's a documentary I want to watch.
Yeah.
The history of Kool-Aid.
Oh, I thought you meant Jonestown.
I mean, yeah,
We
I'd
know.
watch that.
Yeah.
You keep saying that. We don't. He's low. He's too low on your list. I'm just gonna say it. There you
Really?
go.
You think he should be higher?
Way higher.
Whoa. Okay.
Yep.
But just wait till you see my others, and then you'll
We'll
be
see.
like, okay.
Okay.
I think you'll get
Okay.
my train of thought.
Okay.
So that's mine. Jimmy Jones.
Jimbo. Jimbo Slice. Jimmy.
Jimster. Okay, who's your number 8?
Number 8, Anne Hamilton.
I literally thought you were going to say
Buyer.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Beer Buyer.
I've never heard of this.
I don't know. She's a part of the family.
Oh.
The family is fucked.
Okay.
up.
Okay.
So she believed that she herself was a JC, of course, Jesus Christ.
Okay, see?
Just like all of them.
Yeah.
So she would recruit doctors and nurses and shit. And then she recruited them with like LSD and would like brainwash them and shit.
Oh my god.
And then they would like take kids from the hospital and shit and like take them into their cult and torture them and shit, like put them into dark rooms and give them LSD and just like isolate them and basically fuck these kids up for life. They like would take like
don't go into detail.
newborn babies from hospitals
That's
and
good.
shit. Yep.
Yeah. I've never heard of this person.
Crazy.
Well, may she rot in hell.
Terrible person.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just could not imagine being like a kid locked in a room tripping balls
That's
just by
so
yourself.
messed up. That makes me like actually feel like sick inside.
Just like snatching kids from the hospital and
No, I don't like her.
What
She can rot.
shit. I need to do a little more digging into her because this was very surface level. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh my god, she's.
No, I'm good on her. Yeah, but obviously, I understand the spot on the list.
The family, yeah, I think it was out in England too. If that, so shout out to England.
Yeah, I guess. Shout
I
out.
might be wrong on that, but who gives a shit?
Yeah, we don't fact check.
Look her up yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not gonna Google it.
Right.
We don't have producers.
Right.
We're self-made around here.
Yeah. Well, a little bit different vibe. My number 8, and this is gonna piss off the bros. But my number 8, you heard it here, Joe Rogan. Obviously, this one's a little lighthearted, but I think if he wanted to, he could.
I think it's in progress with the mothership.
I think so as well.
I think things could get a little weird down there.
Well,
I'm not mad about it.
well, I know you'd be a member, but the influence that he has is absurd.
It's scary.
It's scary, and like
He handles it well.
he does handle it well. Obviously, this is a little lighthearted, but he could. I think it could be. We could look back one day and be like,
Just a cult of comedians in Austin and a little combine on his ranch. Just like doing archery and jujitsu.
well, and just like
Podcasting.
in some, well, for some,
That would be the sickest cult ever.
see,
Shit.
you've just exposed yourself.
As long as he's not like banging everybody's wives.
That is true. That's like one of the, like, I feel like cult leader 101 is somehow convince everyone you get to bang everyone.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't done that. That's good.
That's what Jesus would do.
Well, we don't know if Jesus ever had sex. I was taught he never had sex. Maybe, yeah. Virgie.
Whoa.
33-year-old Virgie.
Him and Mary. Shout out.
Also, I think that bit is so funny, sidetracking a bit, that she was just known as the Virgin. Like, I could just imagine if that was me, I'd be like, you can just call me Mary. Like, we don't have to do this whole bit every single time. How old that would get after a while.
It's just her thing. Everybody's got their thing.
Yeah, I guess.
You know?
But anyways, I do think Bro Jogan
Bro Jogan.
could be a future leader of a cult.
I think he'd be a good one.
I don't
would
think he'd be
hope.
the worst.
Are there good cult leaders? There's got to be. Like, if there. Here's the thing. If there's a good cult/cult leader, we're not going to hear about it.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
they got to be out there.
Exactly.
There's plenty of bad ones, so there's got to be good ones.
I guess. Mio wants to say something.
Yeah, you got to get out of there, dude.
He's
Oh, my God.
okay, dude. There we go. He wants to be part of it.
Is it still plugged in?
Mm-hmm. The light's still on.
Word.
Yeah.
Yep.
He got riled up about Joe, and I get it.
Yeah. Fair enough. You got to listen to him all the fucking
Yeah, he does.
time.
Yeah, the light's still on, so we're good, right? Okay, cool. He got a
Yeah.
lot to say. Anyways, so that's my number 8. Sorry, bros, but it had to be said.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Feels bad. I'm not a fan of that one.
I know, and I know that one hurt,
It does.
and I apologize. But I'm going to have one that's going to piss off the girlies, so we're evening it out.
I already know who it is.
Yep.
Yep. And I agree. All right,
Thank
number
you.
7. I honestly I don't know if this is his name, what he's going by now. He's got 3 different names, of course. But Michael Rostan from Buddha Field, from the Holy Hell documentary. No way he's your number 7.
He's not my number 7,
Oh, okay.
but that
But-
would be funny.
But still, yeah,
Yeah.
he is a weirdo. He was
He
claiming-
is so funny to me.
He's a goof.
Yeah.
He truly is a goof, like claiming to have like the power of the light and taking these people. Like that's the weird thing. These people would like go on that journey for the light.
And the knowing, remember?
the
He'd be like,
knowing, that's
I'm
what
about to give you
talking
the
about.
knowing.
Yeah, the knowing, and then they would be like, "Oh my God, I felt it." Like they kept going. That was the early days.
Here's the thing, though.
And then he banged like all the dudes. Like
That was weird.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He was banging the. Did he bang any of the chicks? I don't think so. I think he was just banging dudes.
I think it was just dudes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is this? This is my only gaming.
He's also my,
Whoa.
at least that I'm aware of. He's my only
yeah,
gay
of
man.
course.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's kind of sick.
That's kind of rare, too.
Damn, good for him.
I guess inclusivity.
Yeah, representing for the gays.
Yeah.
You know, if you're gay, you can be a cult leader.
Yeah.
So inspirational.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude was a piece of shit. He put on plays and would make these people
That's
rehearse
what's
for
so
weeks.
funny to me. That he'd be
Hours.
like, because I think his backstory, he was a dancer
And porn star.
and porn star, of
Those were
course.
shocking.
Yeah.
Those videos were shocking. Impressive.
Yeah.
Literally, like, oh my God, those were crazy. The way they were, like, angled up. Like,
But I think it's so funny. That's why I think he's just a little goofster. That he was just like, we're doing a play, and then the cult was the audience. Like, it was just for him. It wasn't like, we're going to go out into Hollywood and I'm going to be a star. It's like, we're the audience, we're the performers, dance for me.
they did it once, filmed it, never watched it
That's
again.
so funny to me.
So
if I was a
weird.
cult leader, I would do that. I'd be like, we're about to dance, bitch.
Speaking of your previous cult leader, he almost bought that theater.
That's true.
That's crazy.
I kind of wish he would have.
Yeah,
He's fine,
yeah.
but that would have just been funny to me personally.
And I think that was more like in the cut where he's at now. Is
Yeah.
like deep in the city.
Yeah. But that's the thing too. They built a theater. Like, didn't hire people. They just were
No,
like,
the cult did it.
yeah.
Oh my God, and they funded it.
Yeah.
Where was he? Like he was just like, give me all your money.
Yeah.
How? Like
And that's how so many of them do. Like, even the freaking dumbass Twin Flames, it was the same thing. And then it's like, well, you're holding back. And one of my people on this list, I'm about to rant a little bit because king of it.
Just
king
like,
of it.
are these people that like persuasive, or are
They're just
the members just
no.
that troubled at the moment?
I think it's both. I think they find people who are vulnerable, who feel like they don't have anything, so they need just something. And everyone, I will say, like, all of us want to feel like we're contributing to something bigger. And so if you're constantly getting praised by these, like, manipulative people, and you're like, oh, I'm doing such a good job, you're not in, like, the best headspace, that's money.
Jeez.
And I think he said he was God. I don't think he said he was Jesus. I think he said Michelle or whatever the
Michelle.
Andreas.
Michael. I said Michelle. Andreas, that's right.
Jamie.
Still going strong in like Hawaii.
Probably. They move all the time.
True. Damn. Shout out to Buddhafield.
I guess.
Go check out Holy Hell if you haven't seen it. Amazon Prime, maybe.
Maybe.
That sounds about right.
Sure.
I don't know.
We
You'll
don't fact
figure
check.
it out.
Yep. Okay. My number 7. Her name is Teal Swan. She is scary to me because I actually watched some of her. She's active right now. I would guess she's in her 30s. I watched some of her videos, like 2018.
When did she start? 2018?
I would guess 2015, 2016. But she does this, like, when I was in my little hippie era, energy and all that, she would do these just, like, meditation things. And she was huge. So I would watch her videos and be like, okay, cool, meditation. I didn't realize there's a documentary series about her that I want to watch called The Deep End.
On?
I think it's on maybe
Irrelevant.
HBMO.
Sure.
HBMO. It's a new platform. Don't worry about it.
HBMO backs.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. You don't need to look into it. But I watched part of it because I was like, is this the same girl that I, like, watched years ago? She's scary.
What does she do?
She basically is like, I am leading people to, like, heal your energy, to heal negative connections you have with people. She's very, like, I'm going to raise the vibration of the world.
So does she just make videos?
She makes videos. She probably, at this point, like, has a course or, like, you know, something to make money off of. But she is a biatch, narcissistic, evil person. Not gonna, well, no, it's too dark. But she's, like,
Keep going.
okay. For those just listening, Migo is currently feasting on his booty, so it happens. And now he's pissed.
Yeah, he pissed.
Yeah. But she's scary. And someone did an interview about her. I'm just gonna keep going. Someone did an interview about her and was like, what she has created is the perfect recipe for a cult. Like, people should be very worried about. Like, she could be a name we remember.
What has she, like, done that? Like, what bad shit?
I don't know if all the things I can talk about on the pod, because they're dark. She's led people to maybe not be here on this earthly realm anymore because she said it was a good reset for them energetically. So that's happened. Of course, the typical, like, you're not giving me enough money. You need to quit your job and work for me. You can't have any relationships because that gets in the way of our mission. And, like, you're an adversary to me if you get in a relationship. She's just scary. So, Teal Swan, it's time to cut the shit.
Yeah.
We need to be done.
Eat one.
Yeah, eat one, Teal. Also, teal, seriously, a color. Like, these people need to be more creative.
Yeah, figure it out.
Yeah.
Get a cooler name.
Yeah, so eat one, as they say.
All right, number 6, David Berg, a.k.a. Moses David of the Children of God. I mean, what can we say? Hippie sex cult. He was a pedo, banging kids.
Mm-hmm.
So weird. You know, baited men into the cult using hookers.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask if he was a fellow gay man, but no.
Not a gay man.
Yeah.
As far as I know, he may have been a bi-man.
Okay.
I don't know if he got down like that. I don't know what his pedo preference was.
We don't need to.
And apparently it's still in operation under the Family International. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's about all I know about
I
him.
have a fun fact, but I'll mention him
All right.
later.
We'll get to it.
My number 6 we already talked about, so we don't have to really dive in. A man of many names: Michelle, Andreas, Jamie, Gomez. Yeah.
Crazy.
The Budafield, the porn star, dancer. I still think it's so funny that he was like, "You're gonna dance," and they like practiced.
Like got right.
Like they were like, "I can't get the turn," and he was like, "Do it better."
Hours every day.
That's so funny to me, and I know that's not funny, but that is so funny to me.
They're
Like, he was just like, "Dance, bitch."
They're like a certain somebody that's like, you need a front board.
Yeah, but instead it's ballet.
The real ones will know that.
Yeah, shout out.
All right, number 5. We're getting real international with this one. Shoko, no way I'm saying this right.
It's okay.
Asahara,
Okay.
leader of the Amu Shino Rikyo. I don't know, whatever. Japanese as fuck.
Okay.
He was on that How to Be a Cult Leader show, Mad Men. The Apocalypse Cult.
Did he have the long hair?
Long black hair,
Okay.
Japanese man.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Claimed to have the apocalypse was on the way. All that shit.
Of course.
You know, said he was the enlightened Christ figure, like they all do.
Of course.
And he organized some kind of gas attack in Tokyo that just like killed 12 people and injured thousands. And so that's pretty cool. He convinced some people to go throw some gas in Tokyo.
That's the shit where I'm like, how do you get to that point where you're like, yeah, I'll throw gas, whatever you want.
You gotta be pissed or bummed.
And you have to be in it for years. Like, that's not like a, hey, I've known you for 3 weeks.
I don't know though. Have you heard about the CIA or FBI? One of those motherfuckers. They baited this teenager into doing a bombing.
I feel like I kind of know what you're talking about.
They like gave him the trigger. They like claimed to be Taliban or what's the other one? Not Hamas. Taliban.
Al Qaeda?
Al Qaeda maybe. No, what's the one that people would like join?
ISIS?
ISIS, yeah, they like claimed to be ISIS and they recruited him to like blow some shit up and they gave him like the bombing material, like they gave him the trigger and
Right.
were like, here you go, do it at this time, and he did it and then they like arrested him. But that feels like fucking entrapment to come up to somebody and be like, hey, do you want to be in ISIS?
Well, and also,
all right, hey, blow up this shit. How is that not entrapment?
I also wonder too if like they have to have something that kind of like convinces him to, like, you're not just gonna be like, yeah, word, sure, like whether you threaten the fam or something. Like, to me that feels like if it's that quick, if they're just like, hey, do this,
Yeah,
you gotta have something on him,
there had to be
or
some
like
shit
we'll
going
leak
on.
something.
Maybe he had some kitty pee on the
Maybe.
computer or something.
Or honest to God, it could have been something way less crazy, but like if
maybe he was banging like a cow or something, like
Maybe.
banging pigs.
yeah, I mean that's, not the move. I don't know.
Bestiality.
Yeah, let's not do it.
It's legal in some states, I feel like.
It's legal in some states in America.
I would reckon.
That
I wanna
was
say
so
Alabama.
Southern. I love that.
Gross.
I was gonna say I would guess Alabama.
I would want to say Alabama.
That's
not
a
to
bummer. Maybe
throw any
let's
shade.
change that.
I mean, if you're trying to bang some animals, go to Alabama.
But or don't.
We'll look
This
into
is sponsored by
that one.
BetterHelp.
Yeah,
Get some
shout
help.
out.
Okay, my number 5, I'm going to really try not to rant about. But this I'm so passionate about. I should have put him higher. This is for all my previous church kids. And that is Mr. Stephen Furtick, lead pastor of Elevation Church.
Whoa.
Here's my thing. I
Whoa.
think mega churches are creepy. I think they're a money grab. I think they're slimy, and I don't think they work. Stephen Furtick, he is representing many mega church pastors. He is so rich.
Would you compare him to the Gemstones?
Worse.
Worse.
Definitely worse.
He drives around like a fucking purple Lamborghini, or is it orange? It's something. He has a Lambo, like a nice
And
ass
his
Lambo.
house, ungodly. And here's
He
my
lives
thing.
in Charlotte, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like, whatever, make your money, that's fine. But this is so weird to me as, like, someone who's like, no, it's not me. It's, like, all him. And then I was doing some digging because I'm really freaking passionate about this. And a lot of people on his staff have gotten arrested for doing some sus things with the youth group. He has not, for the record, but that's weird. But then I was looking up, and I think this is so weird. So this is why I think he's, like, on the road to culty, if not already there.
Well, on the road.
Yeah, he's there.
He's been on the road.
He's been on the road. So someone who used to work there was saying some things that were kind of sus. One of, like, it's pretty normal for churches to have, like, this is, like, what we stand for, like our mission statement, and everyone, like, drills it into your head. They call him their unity, like his title is unity, which what? And their thing says, we will protect our unity and support his vision at all costs. First of all, that's so stupid. Like, come up with a cooler slogan. Also weird. But then, like, when I grew up going to church, I would color pictures of Jesus doing his thing.
As you should. What color was his skin?
I made him a little brown.
I'm sure you did.
No, I really did.
Yeah.
And then he had long flowing dark hair that was, like, styled perfectly. They in Sunday school color pictures of Mr. Stephen Furtick doing cool things.
What kind of cool things?
I don't know, but just, like, being like, look, he's blessing the community. That's so weird.
Nice. Does he have, like, really good hair or something? Like, what's he look like?
I'll pull up a picture. He looks...
I don't think I've ever seen this man.
He's like a gym bro.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm pulling up Mr. Stephen Furtick. And he, like...
Steven.
He looks like he could be on Jersey Shore.
Oh, wow.
Like...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was not...
Yeah.
I mean... Good. That makes sense why he's making so much money.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just want to say, Elevation Church, you kind of freak me out. Stop coloring pictures of Steven. That's weird. Your kids are just coloring pictures of a dude. That's weird.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? It's like, that's being like, I don't know. It's weird. And stop calling him your unity. That just makes me feel gross.
It's a little too close to unit.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
The unit.
And that's just one of the lines of their mission. There's like 10. So I'm like, I don't even... Mega churches, just stop. Like, this is embarrassing.
It's a little weird.
Jesus would be, like, really bummed out. So that's my rant about Mr. Stephen Furtick. Cult leader number 5 on my list.
Shout out.
Yep.
All right, number 4. Valentina Day. Andre Day. of the Superior Universal Alignment, or SUA. This bitch is crazy.
Oh.
Out of Brazil.
A girly?
Yep.
Okay.
The last girly on my list.
Okay.
She was psycho. She claimed to be a messiah figure, of course. A running theme here. What the hell did I write here? My handwriting sucks. I'm looking at the wrong one.
I wonder if I could read it.
Oh, holy shit. Yeah, this bitch is crazy. So she thought that everybody born after like 1981 was evil and they had to be like eliminated. So she was on some like heavy Hitler type shit. Yo, what if since she was in Brazil and South America, she was like grew up in a village where there were just mad Germans that like fled from World War II. They were just
Maves.
anti-Semitic, and she was like, all these motherfuckers are evil just like them.
Whoa, Maves.
Whoa. Okay, yeah, but so she thought all these people were evil and needed to basically be eliminated, just taken to fucking heaven.
We would have been out.
Yep. And so I mean, she kind of ran around with that philosophy and recruiting people, and things got a little weird when 20 bodies just showed up, and then she went on the run. And
I like how she goes, kill people after this date. They're like, okay, and then she's like, what? And dips.
20 bodies found, 5 were castrated. They were dudes. So she or members allegedly ripped their peeners off. And as far as I know, I think this bitch is still on the run.
Damn.
So I need to look a little more into that.
That's okay.
Wild shit.
Damn.
Wild shit.
I've never heard of her either.
Yeah,
it's crazy how many of these people have done heinous things, and I'm just like, no.
Well, she's pretty international. Brazil, like.
But still, I don't know.
Crazy.
My number 4 we've already touched on, which is David Berg,
Nice.
Children of God. My fun fact about him, well, the children, a famous actor was born in the cult who has been on one of our top 10 lists, and that is Mr. Joaquin Phoenix. Was born in the Children of God, and his parents, when he was 3, were like, this feels not it, left, changed their names. So Phoenix is a changed last name, which symbolism, hello.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And there's an actress called Rosa McGowan. You would recognize her face. I don't really know her work, truthfully, but I recognize her face. She grew up in the cult.
Like grew up or was just like born there?
I think
for
longer
like
than
years?
Joaquin Phoenix, but I don't know if it was like, she's not like a fan of them. Like she actively is like, they're terrible. But I think Joaquin Phoenix and his family, there's a photo of them in it, and he's like in the middle, and he had to have been like 2. So his parents, their last name was like Bottom or something. I think it was Bottom. And then when he was 3, they left and changed their name.
So sick.
Isn't that crazy?
So sick. And now he is a top 10 actor.
But like, how symbolic, Phoenix rising from the frickin' ashes.
And here he is, the Joker. I swear to God, if Lady Gaga
I know.
screws up the Joker too,
I know, I'm
gonna
nervous
be
about
pissed. And if they cut Tim Dillon out of that fucking movie, I'm rioting through the streets.
I know. But we have to support Joaquin now more than we ever have, because isn't that insane? He was born in a cult.
So, like, is his dad actually his dad, or was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was actually, they joined, and then maybe, I don't know if she was pregnant with him or whatever, but yeah. And then the dad was like, this doesn't feel right, so they left. But I'm like, for 3 years, not that he's going to remember any of that, but for 3 years of his life, he was in it.
So sick.
I know.
Number 3. I bet we have the same number 3.
I bet we don't. I bet we have the same number 2.
David Koresh. Koresh.
He didn't even make my list.
Of the Branch Davidians. Waco.
I know.
Didn't even make your list.
I know.
What the fuck?
He's just boring to me.
Boring. He banged all the wives.
But it's all textbook.
The shootout.
You say you're God. You make a little, like, hut. Like, you make your own little town.
Yeah, it was textbook. He had the fucking SWAT team come in and blow him up. Are you kidding me? They brought in the fucking the people. They brought in the ringer. They said, "Let's go.
Yeah.
We gotta take this motherfucker down."
I just feel bad for the people in it.
Oh my god, it was insane. He freaking. Let's see. Apparently banged 13-year-olds. That's when it got a little problematic.
We need to just, they need to chill the fuck
yeah,
out.
apparently like 20 members died in that shootout.
Yeah. Which is crazy because, like, that's a lot of people. But in comparison to, like, some others, like Jonestown was, like, 100. You know, that it's, like, 20 people is not a small amount of people to die.
Yeah, but it's the way the way that the 20 died.
That's
like,
true.
They came in and blasted them.
That's true. They had to, like, fight for it.
I need to watch that show on Netflix, Waco.
I thought we did. We watched a documentary on it, though. I watched a documentary on it.
You watched the doc.
Okay.
Yep.
I might have watched the show, actually.
Yeah, you might have watched the
Yeah.
show. I haven't watched the show.
You would like it.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Yep.
But isn't it crazy, though, how, like, there is so many things that are so textbook that have been repeated so many times, and yet people are like, no, but this one's different. Like, he's really God.
Because he is.
Right, of course.
One of them has to be legit.
Yeah, that's true.
What happened when that one? Holy shit! Have you? I don't know. Have you seen the show with Aaron Paul, where he's like a cult leader?
Mm-mm.
I can't think of the name. It's
What's it on?
Wild Hulu.
No, I don't think
The
I've seen
Light, or maybe something like that.
That sounds like a culty
It's sick.
thing.
They need to bring it back. I don't know if they kept it going, but weird sidebar. Don't know what made me think of that.
It's okay.
Number 3. What's
Number
yours?
3, David Miscavige,
Who's that?
the current leader of Scientology.
Hell yes, I like that pick. I wanted Scientology on my list,
Yeah.
but they missed.
He is similar, like, oh my god, Scientology is so fascinating to me because of how deep it has its freaking claws in Hollywood. That's interesting to me because that is, like, the only one really that, like, went for Hollywood. And I remember when I was going to college in a town.
What's his name?
David Miscavige.
What if David Miscavige shows up on the Epstein files?
I would say, of course. I would literally go, of course. Yeah. He would be one where I'd be like, yeah, duh. He probably, for sure, probably.
They have so much money. It's insane.
Well, they're tax exempt because they're a church, they're a religion. So wait, when I was going to college in a town, in that town, we had to go to a church of a different religion for just like a class. I didn't go, but my friends, there was a Scientology church down the road. So they went and they said it was so creepy. They basically, like, really, they don't force you, but they really encourage you to, like, commit your life to the church. And so they wrote down fake names because they're like, I don't want you knowing who I am. Like, they were so creeped out by it. And the building, like, I drove past it all the time because it wasn't far from campus. All the time. And it was creepy. Like,
what did it look like?
It was like this tall, dark, like brick. It looked like castle-y, like a castle.
A brick? Like, was it in downtown? Just
It was kind of an offset of
in
it.
Nashville?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I want to go.
Okay.
You think there's any Scientology? We'll look into it. I want to go to a temple. What do they even call them? A church? A temple? A place of worship?
On the sign, it just said, like, Church of Scientology. So I think they go with church.
Okay.
But yeah, it looked like, it just gave me, like, the grossest feeling. And it felt very, like, you know, in Series of Unfortunate Events when they go to Count Olaf's house? It's like that.
Ew.
Yeah, where it's just, like, dark. But
why would it? Oh my god! I need to see it. You would think it would be like modern and sciencey looking.
Not
and,
at all.
Like
some of them are
know,
like in
like
Hollywood.
All glass and white and like
Not
weird
this
looking
one.
couches.
Not this one.
Well, Nashville.
But still, it like looked out of place.
Thrashville.
Smashville. That's
Smashville. Oh my god.
But yeah, that one's interesting. I've watched. Oh, sorry, microphone. I've watched so many like documentaries on Scientology.
I don't know a lot about it. I need to know more. I
And
just know Tom Cruise.
I know. Well, basically, I feel like it's similar to the folklore of like the Illuminati, because basically, like people will join the church, and all of a sudden they're booking all these movies and they're making all these albums.
When did Tom join Scientology?
Young.
Doing it young. Like young.
I wouldn't say like teenager young, but like
Untouchable. What's that movie? What am I talking about?
I'm gonna Google what year he joined. I would guess he had
Mission Impossible. It had. Oh my god! What if he joined and then booked Mission Impossible?
I wouldn't be surprised. Like seriously, all of a sudden, 1986, he joined.
Mission Impossible was like 90 early. Whoa. What's the one movie I'm talking about with
I don't know, but I'm not. Like,
you know what I'm talking about? The Greasers.
Oh,
we got to do it for the Outsiders. Why
I think it was
the
pre, because also he didn't have great teeth in Outsiders. I think Scientology was post Outsiders, but I'm like Nicole Kidman was in it. What's this? She was married to Tom Cruise, but they're not anymore.
Anna Nicole Smith.
No, Katie Holmes was in it, who's also an actress. Tons of people in Hollywood were in it. I think few are still active. But that one's crazy. Because usually, I mean, not that like actors and actresses are the most well-rounded people, but I'm like, it's just interesting that they got so deep in like celebrity. Whereas other people, it's like...
Yeah, but they gotta have some kind of pull or some shit going on.
I mean, if you start booking all this stuff and you're a young kid that wants to make it, I'd sign my life away, you know?
Do we join Scientology?
Hell no.
But, like, what's the downside?
They probably do some... Well, they definitely do some, especially to women. They do some not so consensual things. So I'm good.
All right, fair enough.
So we will not join. Sorry, David.
Shit. Okay. Number 2. You're going to be so bummed. But he was way too low on your list. And it's Jim Jones. Just what he did. He convinced these people to pick up their lives. And he started his own community in South America. He made Jonestown.
That is... Yeah.
Are you kidding me? And then he goes, hey guys, we're doing it. We're just going to fucking kill ourselves, drink this shit. And they did it.
That is crazy.
That's insane. He took hundreds of people away from their homes, just chilling in America, and was like, let's go to shithole South America. What?
That is pretty, yeah.
Just the fact that he relocated them like that was insane. Insane. So shout out to Jim Jones and Jonestown and drinking the Kool-Aid. And that's that. He is very basic looking though, so I guess that could
it's okay.
be a reason why he was low on your list.
It's okay.
He's got a very just generic.
It is an insane, like, out of all the ones mentioned, he took out the most people, I think. He took out hundreds of people. I'm talking about not followers, but no longer with us.
Yeah, straight up. He's got the highest body count.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. That is crazy. Because I'm like, I could not convince 5 people to go to
and that alone is why he is number 2. The body count. He's too low on your list.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, Jimbo.
There it is.
Okay, my number 2. We can't have an episode about cult leaders without talking about Charlie.
Too low on your list, but go ahead. He's my number 1, just to go ahead and break it.
Yeah. I did kind of guess, but I didn't want to give it away. Charles Manson.
Wild.
He is crazy because it's like, if someone was like, quick, first cult leader that comes to your mind, you're going to say Manson.
And just the psychology of Manson.
He
and just
is
his brain.
To me. I think he was on my list of the dead people I'd want to hang out with.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
because I don't think, and we've already talked about this, but I don't think he's as insane as he put on. And so that's fascinating to me, the fact that he technically didn't kill in the famous Tate, I forget the other family, murders. He didn't lay a finger
on those. I kind of feel like he might have killed.
I don't think he did.
That's crazy.
I don't think he did. And I think that was intentional. Obviously, the fact that he was like trying to be a star and a singer is like fascinating to me as like my little theater kid self.
All the shit with the CIA is just terrifying.
Yeah.
He got picked up on so many just like, not misdemeanors, but just like, his licenses expire or some shit, like has to go to jail for the night, and then just
all of a sudden
somebody from CIA or FBI would come in and be like, hey, get him the fuck out of here. Like, he's gone. Like, no.
His, like, the family, they're fascinating to me. Like, he's just fascinating. And yeah, you can't do a cult episode without him.
Did he tattoo a cross on his forehead, or did he like carve it into his head?
I think he carved it. It wasn't tattooed.
What honestly, respect for commitment to the bit.
Yeah.
Whatever
really
it may be.
Yeah.
He is a full send advocate.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't back what he did.
Maybe we'd stop with that sentence. Yeah.
I don't back what he did. Charles Manson, my number 1. If you haven't read Chaos by Tom O'Neill, check it out. I need to.
That'll be on my to read this year.
Along with some DF Dubs.
DF Dubs?
David Foster Wallace.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have a lot to read. So that's my number 2. Your number 1. My number 1 is really leaning into the pop culture side of this pod. And I'm sorry, I'm a fan. I get it. But my number 1 is Taylor Swift.
Yep.
I think she's a modern day cult leader. I think she has... This might ruffle feathers, but I do think... Okay, yeah, I do think she has more influence than Rogan would as a cult leader. I really do think, mainly because, hear me out, his audience is wide, and hers is, I would venture to say, equally as wide, but the difference is her fans are rabid. Like, her fans will do anything.
They do wear diapers.
They'll wear a diaper. Like, they would get hit with a car and they'd be like, I'll go to the hospital after the show. Like, Taylor Swift fans will go to the ends of the earth for their leader.
They're unwell.
They are unwell. Hello.
Will, will we ever see the fall of T Swift?
I think
Will it be as astronomical as the fall of Yee?
no. I think because here's my prediction. I think first of all, I think she's a genius, which also some of these leaders as well.
Isn't Kanye a genius?
Cut the cameras.
That's it.
End of
We
pod.
only made it 5 episodes.
Yeah, we just shut it down. I think she is so calculated and so smart. She will exit, if she wants to, exit the public, like, I'm done being a singer. I'm going to have a kid. I'm going to have a family. She will exit exactly the way she wants to.
Mm-hmm.
She will not spiral the way that our boy, well, let's not say our boy, but the way that Yeezy spiraled. It will be precise. It'll be planned. I think it would take a lot for us to see the downfall of T Swift. I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah, definitely. I can't disagree with that.
Yeah. But I just think Joe Rogan's fans love him. But Taylor Swift fans, they will get...
issue.
They're like jail time. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't give a shit, bitch. For Taylor, I'll do it. I literally think if she tweeted, like, if you're really my fan, bite off your pinky. And they'd be like, I really think she could just tweet and then it'd be done.
What is it? What is it about T? Like, is her music that freaking good?
Here's my thing as someone who went from a hater to a fan to I'm just pretty neutral about her. I think her music's fine. It's whatever. There's some good bops, but whatever. I think for a lot of people it's the nostalgia, because when, like, I'm around the same age as her, so I grew up as she grew up. But I think she's just genius. So, like, she'll post something, and 9 months later you realize that post, there was Easter eggs about her next album. Like, she's so meticulous that I think people are, like, literally it's an obsession where they're, like, putting pieces together of, like, what did that mean? Like, when she wore that dress, that meant something. Because she does that. Like, that's why it's crazy. That's why I think she would be such a good cult leader. It's because people watch her every move. It's happened so many times. It'll be like, this album, there was this many seagulls, but the next one, there's one more. What does that mean? And then, like, 10 months later, it means something. It's crazy.
But, like, what's the, like, you just said it yourself, like, the music is...
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
Like, there's a few songs where I'm like, oh, hell yeah, when it comes on. But it's like, you have to be in the mood for it.
So you're saying her appeal is...
I'm going to be honest, I don't know. But, like, maybe she just stands for all... He's pissed.
Yeah, he pissed about Taylor Swift.
He doesn't understand the appeal either. And he's like, I'm done. I can't. I don't know. But clearly she's doing something right.
Does she just, like, resonate with people, or are people just, like...
I think she resonates with all the basic bitches out there. She is, like, the face of, you're a basic bitch, it's fine. So's Taylor Swift. Like, the basic bitches... Because really, there's no one, like... She's kind of the symbol.
I think you just shut it down with that statement. Damn.
So there you go.
As long as any honorable mentions?
I do have one.
Any more to say about T Swift?
No. This one is probably, like, one of my most passionate episodes, because I love this shit. My only honorable mention, the cult is called Love Has Won. It's a woman named Amy Carlson who died recently. she told her followers she birthed creation. She was Mother God. And Robin Williams spoke to her from the afterlife, saying like she was chosen to be like the mom of the universe. And she actually died. This is sad. She died of anorexia, and she was selling like health supplements, but there was silver in them. So she was selling like silver, which should not be ingested, and she died from poisoning from her own supplements. Like she took too many of the silver supplements.
At least she practiced what she preached.
Yeah.
You know, again, respect the commitment.
And then she like before she died, she like painted herself blue and asked that her followers, when she passed, would wrap her in a sleeping bag and Christmas lights.
So she was in the Blue Man Crew.
Blue Man Group, yes.
Blue Man Group. Blue Man Crew.
Blue Man Squad.
Blue Man.
The Blue Man.
The Bloomin'.
The Blooming
The
Blue Man.
Bloomin'. The Gloomin' Bloomin'. Honorable mentions. I don't think I had any, and I'm bummed that I didn't have any.
It's okay.
I just didn't come prepared.
It's okay. This is a lot of variety in this sode.
A wild one indeed.
A wild, wild one.
As long as the goose is a gandering, or as long as the goose is a gandering and a gambling,
We'll never.
they never. Yep, you never see the snake eyes. What a struggle.
It's okay. You made it.